Okay, hello, hello. Hello, hello, how are we doing? Am I registering? We ballin'. You ball on my Wii until I don't know. Guys, I'm like I'm tired. I'm tired. Let me see. Oh, and we have decided that I'm resetting the killing myself counter every single stream, and then we'll tally them up. I literally don't hate you. Why would you say that? Because you're hating me hatefully right now. You hate me more. What if I held so much love and affection for the people in my life? What then? What then, you guys? Oh, thank you, Raindrop. I did. Oh my god, my neck just cracked. Y'all, okay. What about the baby? What do you mean what the I did go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom earlier as when I got home. I go piss you. What about the baby? Whose baby? Whose baby? The stress is bad for the baby. I'm sorry. I'll stop fighting. I'm always in the wrong and I apologize. I apologize. I'm always wrong. You're always right. Obviously. That's my grandbaby you need to take care of. I joined chat to hear R saying baby. What if I died on the spot? Good lord. At least I'm not doing it in like a I'm talking about a literal baby, not like a baby. Like I could be saying it in the inflection that would be dangerous. Also unrelated. I please do not. Anon, you don't like me, baby. Well, it's a little bit dangerous, my friend. You need a mindset change for this. You cannot get away with playing safe for this. You wanna get home, put it all on the line. I literally don't hate you guys. Why is this British accent? Well, because the singer of the song is. Okay, this accent is not so bad when you are singing. Well, it's because I know how it sounds like. I know what it sounds like. It's better if I have something to something to echo and compare it to. Also, sorry, M. Go to bed. Oh, you guys are getting me sidetracked. I have lychee flavored lychee flavored ramen right now. Lychee. Chili on my chitala. Stop. I was lychee, yeah. Also, go to bed. I'm literally just gonna play. I'm gonna play a VN. Anyways, lychee ramen. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Hold on. Ooh. Whoa, shit. Oh, it bubbled over a little. I didn't fall. Although my crotch is a little drenched from ramen, so that's fun. That's fun. Don't sing that ever again. Hey, I'm stretching. You want me to sing it again? Oh, I said my my crotch is drenched because I got ramen on my shorts. You know what? We're just gonna. All right, we're gonna. Is there an issue with my wording, perhaps? It's not ramen, it's ramune. What if I had an issue with them? What then? There we go. I hate that it had that weird little border. We'll move this back over on this end also. Listen, I'm not on the clock. I don't have to be Ryurumi. I can say whatever I want. Also, I'm so tired. You're terrible at wording. This is untrue, but it's funny about you. I would like, okay, I will say this. I am a person who is purposeful with my words. Now, does that mean I'm good with them? No. I'm not Ryurumi, they say, as they set stream title to I'm cursed, please help me find my soulmate. It's the name of the game. Hold on, actually, give me a second. My mother is calling me. my IRL mother, okay? I'll be right back. Hold on. Not that, hold on. Wait, where's my mic? Testing. Oh. Hello? Am I back? Hold on, let me take a second to read back on what's happening here. You have an incredibly poetic way of describing some things I remember from Slay the Princess. However, it does feel like 1 out of 25 chances. Yeah. I can be poetic. It's just that takes a lot of brain power from me. And it's something I have to be like in the right mindset for. But I can do it. Hi, Violet. Something. Why are we talking about that? Someone redeemed the Call Your Mom channel reward. Okay. Why are we talking about asses? Whatever. Go to bed as if he hasn't wait later presently. Everybody loves my ass. Big cheese. Also, if anyone wasn't here for our stream, that almost beat Z's record. Y'all, first traffic trait. Oh, hi, Katana. I don't know if Katana's still here. Speaking of. I swear to God, if you haven't eaten, I will mail you In-N-Out fries. Wait, okay, whatever. Dang, no one voted in the prediction. Listen, I've heard Arse came killing myself a lot this weekend, but never 10 times in an hour. That's because you weren't listening hard enough. Did you get him to start talking about the economy? Quick question, do you have a snack or water close nearby? I have both. I have water, ramen, and the unfinished pack of snacks from... How tall are you? Literally have 2 cliffs. If I'm short, that makes art tiny. No, there's too much gender going on to be pocketable. Thank you. Burdened by an abundance of gender. Celine did scruff me this weekend. This did happen. I don't even remember what the context for that was. I think I was like, I might have been running off and doing something, or I said something. If it was you running away, that's least child energy. I don't think it was me running away. I think I was just like saying something and you were just like, stop that. Anyways, I'm getting way sidetracked because I keep thinking about when I almost got off on the wrong floor and got yoinked back. During the jingle ball, yeah. That was really good. Anyways, let's continue. We're locked in on your. Actually, hold on. Before I get locked, I want snacks. Oh, you're in for snacks. I bought so many, and I will put them to good use. And by good use, I mean I will eat them. You're gonna. Unknown root. I think I'm gonna do irises. Do you want the piatos? The sour cream and onion piatos, specifically. Student president, classmate's twin sister, the CEO executive, a childhood best friend. Eleanor is gay? Eleanor, my wife, please move so I can get to your sister. The walls of my apartment building aren't terribly thin, but even so, I can hear two women bickering from the hallway. One voice is calm, while the other is sharp and piercing. Both voices sound vaguely familiar. Are my neighbors arguing with each other? I approach my front door. The voices grow louder and louder, and I finally realize that the voices are coming from inside my home. More accurately, they're inside my head. Alright, I'm not gonna be very like, I want to voice this, but I'm also snacking. You eating is making me think. Hop in VC and we can voices for you while we snack. That'd be fun. But I also can't be bothered to organize that. I mean, you being silent just means the no predictions will win. Okay. Hold on. I promise I'll be done snacking. I just realized maybe I'm hungrier than I realized. Which is crazy because I just got back from dinner, but I digress. Okay. Okay. Sorry, chat. I needed to lock in on the snacks because there was only a bit of it left, so I wanted to finish it off. Anyways. Well, it's because I haven't been talking all that much. That's why the counter is 0. Anyways. Nyx's jaw is slightly ajar. It seems as though she was waiting for me. She peeks out from behind her door once she hears the sound of my footsteps. What happened? Nyx looks at me with a puzzled look.
姐姐，你家里有人在吵架？发生什么了吗？危不危险？你要不要先来我家避一避？
You named MC Rumi? Yeah, I had to. What am I supposed to use my name in front of Twitch and God and everyone? I mean, I also could have used the default name too, but Rumi was really fitting. Bedtime. When you're done with this, I'm playing Victoria's as one does. I'll do Victoria's with you. I think the only one I have done so far is Eleanor's. Anyways, did something happen? Are you engaged? I say, but I have no idea. Let me go take a look.
要我陪你一起吗？如果有什么危险的话，我也好保护你。
Considering the romance options have Zoe Mirror vibes, really makes some sense. Yeah. I'm worried there might be a thief in my apartment. I don't want Nyx to be in any danger, so I shake my head no, refusing her offer. I tell her to wait outside and to call the police if anything happens. And I'm not at all pinned by her. I'm being pressed by her. I enter my apartment and find my home in a complete mess. Fuck. Do I want to do voices for these two? Because they're not voiced. But I fear that if I try to the voice that's in my head for this character, is not gonna be pleasant for anybody involved. Stop! I'm gun to my head. Oh, that counts, huh? I don't want to do Gecko. You need to stop fucking posting on Twitter.com, I swear to God. Hi, Guardian Tricks Mirror and Talking Cat, who has changed form since I last saw her. Anyways. You're so scary, meow. No. Oh my God, no. Commit to the bit. Okay, channel the brat. I fear I don't have that much brat in me is the issue. Oh my God. Stop, make me stop it. Okay, you have enough brat to me. You. Why have brat in you when you could be in brat? Exactly. Start whining, Gabe. Clock out for me, sweetie. Okay. You're so scary, Meow. Why are you so mean? I hated that. I kind of hated that. That is... I kind of really hated that, you guys. Hi, Claudie. Yeah, why are you so mean? Isn't that Belle's voice? I look at the shorter girl, astonished. The words really did come out of her mouth. She can speak and can transform into a human? What's going on? Nonsense. Thou is acting the most scandalously. I can't understand you, Meow. Can you speak normally? Oh my god. Chat, I might kill myself. I know, I'm keeping... But if losing means making you voice a cat girl, that's 500 points happily lost. Belle and Phoenix are low-key Zoe America. Nobody bet huge points anyways, that's fine. It happened last time, which is crazy. That doesn't count if I'm reading it off chat. Don't... Oh my god, I'm gonna block you, Em. Stop. I need you to stop posting. Alright, I missed your goof. Yes, kill myself counter. So glad to be here. Yep. Suddenly, a sound comes from outside the door. It seems like Nyx bumped into something. What happened? I turn around, noticing a serious expression I've never seen from her before. It quickly vanishes, and a smile is back on her face in no time.
没什么，看起来不需要我帮忙，我还有点事儿，我就先回去了。
Okay, bye.
拜拜，下次见啦。
I return to the living room after saying goodbye to Nyx. Belle is staring viciously at the woman in front of her, struggling to maintain a relaxed composure. And as for that other woman, well, she's no stranger either. It's the one who saved me from that car crash, Phoenix. Belle and Phoenix? Upon hearing my voice, Phoenix glances at me. Rumi, beware! The creature before thee is a cat demon of 1,000 years. Shun it, for it shall bring thee only calamity. You mean... Belle? Phoenix nods. It's a cat demon. My suspicions from earlier this morning are confirmed. I let out a sigh of relief. Phoenix, what are you doing here? Didn't you say you were secluding yourself for cultivation? Seclude? Cultivation? These are terms from 100 years ago. I can't believe people are still using them. Okay. I think I've just dipped into like Valley Girl for Belle. You are doing a great Belle voice, but also I am hitting the scrunched up face emoji. I hope you're so fucking happy, D. I hope you're ecstatic. Oh my god, you said something. Wait, hold on. Oh my god, you said something Valley Girl this weekend and I about wheezed. What did I say this weekend? I fear I've said too many things this weekend. That actually made me die in game. Fuck off. Oh my god. You look like the 4th of July. I'm looking at a coin that says heads I sleep, tails I shit posted in annoy R, but it's a rigged coin that just tails on both sides. God, honestly though. And why not? My seclusion is to purge distractions, and my cultivation doth aid me in absorbing the essence of the universe. Such pursuits serve only to fortify my path. How doth this concern thee? Why the hell is this your problem? Not watching like here is you doing a fucking god for Coolidge. I swear to God, if you post that again, I will truly, genuinely drive off right now, leave stream on, drive off in my car off of a cliff. Yes, I'm gonna add that to the counter. Iris or Eleanor have their own voices, so I'm not gonna voice them. Your fucking panicking was funny. It was funny to you. I did not enjoy that. God forbid. D, you're really not helping yourself right now. Driving in my car right after Ruby. Hey, the bum is shaped like a queer. He did not, in fact, have it handled, but you know what? Sure. Anyways, I'm going back to the game because I want to see Iris again. Okay. Pack it up. So they were the ones arguing. My mind struggles to process all this new information, and their loud voices certainly doesn't help. When does Dee ever help herself? She's constantly in heat. Crazy shot to fire from you. God, anyways. Well, gee, I wonder whose fault that is. Listen, I see baby content and I'm like, I kind of have to send this to D. I must. I've read enough of Megaverse to know that while you can help yourself, it's not nearly as effective as getting it off. You see baby content and it's like, oh, let's give it to the person fighting baby fever. Exactly. You understand. Anyways, why do I have to stay away from Belle? Why is Phoenix back? Is she done cultivating, or is my life in danger? Is my life in danger again? However, I won't get an answer if the two of them are still at each other's throats. I must focus on separating them first. Well, if you get those plans finalized, you can kill me in real life. The tiny baby shoes are so fucking cute, though. They were so cute. Y'all spending a weekend holed up in a hotel room fighting for dominance was torture. We were not even arguing all that much. By all accounts, I was extremely unbothered. Half the itinerary is just going to baby stores. That'd be so fucking funny. Fighting for dominance, you mean constant spontaneous duets. I'm gonna squeeze it in there. Yeah. It would be so hilarious though. Like, I'll do anything for the bit. Ah, singing battles. My lobster too buttery, my steak too juicy. Anyways, however, I won't get an answer to two or sell each other's throats. I must focus on separating them first. Belle, clean up the mess. I need to talk to Phoenix. She looks at me with sad kitten eyes. I almost give in, but when my eyes land on the mess on my floor, my expression hardens. Hurry up! Belle lets out a begrudging meow and reluctantly starts cleaning up the mess on the floor. My ass starving while others swim in their greed. I make... Did I go? Hold on. What? Did I go downstairs to yell at the reception because my Omega got hurt? Because the Omega got hurt? No, maybe. You know what's really funny? You know what's really funny? Celine did that. Celine confronted the staff, and meanwhile, I gave a band-aid and like a... What is it? Like a disinfectant wipe. Wait, now I'm so scared to see you. IRL, what if we see a child? What if I get baby fever in real time? It will happen, and it will be extremely hilarious. I will point it out, and I will make it worse. Ew, don't act like you're my office. Well, no. Is this M Omega confirmation? Exactly. I can tell you that every time we saw a child, it's so funny. But the thing is, no. Okay, everybody shut up, Do you know that after, this was when we were visiting my IRL in Burbank, right? We were visiting Burbank. We were visiting my IRL, and there was a child on the street corner of my IRL's house who was dressed up in like the golden outfit, and it was so cute. It was so cute, and it caught us off guard because it was the day after the Jingle Ball. And I did not expect it. I literally drove up to my IRL's house seeing a kid in Golden Ruby cosplay, and I'm like, it was so cute. It was so cute. And then in front of us during the Jingle Ball, there was a little like a few rows down, there was a girl dressed up as Mira. Y'all. It's so cute. It was so cute. Anyways, enough of baby fever. There's a time and a place. Y'all. Just in front of us at the Jingle Ball, yeah. That shit hurt. Chat, it's all ours fault that my whole TikTok for you think of it. It's all parenting advice. It's so cute. It's so fucking funny. Also, hi B. Sorry, I'm baby fevering everyone. What am I? Ooh, yes. Okay, everybody shut up. Everybody shut up. I gotta lock in. Yeah, go sleep. I'm gonna... Don't tell me to shut up. It's bad for the baby. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Belle lets out a begrudging meow and reluctantly starts cleaning up the mess on the floor. Phoenix, follow me. Okay. I take I take Phoenix to my room. It's quieter in here. I might be imagining things, but she seems to have lost weight. Her face is thinner. What happened? Why are you suddenly in my apartment? We taken Phoenix to our room. As of this day, my spiritual power is gravely diminished. Were it otherwise, I would have banished that wicked cat demon without fail. She speaks in a calm manner, but I can tell she has something against Belle. Did something happen between the two of you? 1,000 years ago, she and I served beneath the same master. Yet the cat demon was an omen of misfortune. I warned our master against her, yet to my astonishment, she pauses before swallowing her thoughts. Never mind. How came she to find thee? Oh, good night, a friend picked her up from the streets. No one wanted to take her in. I took pity on her and agreed. Also, no, this is safe for work. There's toxic Yuri in it, but not anything. They don't fuck on screen. Himeko Honkai Impact Third, you're looking different these days. God, you know who I miss. Oh my god, I miss Himeko so much. Himeko Honkai Star Rail, call me back, please. Oh my god. Oh my god, you have such a type. You don't even go to Honkai Star Rail, Celine. Get out of here. You don't even know what my type is. No, I don't, but am I wrong? D, you will get your loser lesbian. Just be patient. A friend picked her up from the streets. No one wanted to take her in, and I took pity on her and agreed. Phoenix pauses, a complicated expression crossing her face. I have the faint feeling that understanding the relationship between Phoenix and Belle will be important, so I don't drop the subject. I continue questioning her. What happened 1,000 years ago? Ours yearning mood board is just the same woman with different color hair. That's not even true. You don't even know what my yearning mood board is. It's not real. I'm trying to be a wife, can't you see? Right, what happened 1,000 years ago? To my disappointment, Phoenix doesn't tell me everything. She remains her enigmatic self. Thou shalt know when the hour is right. To learn now would only bring thee undue tribulation. Mark my words, the cat demon harbors intentions of her own. Thou hast already granted her the highest mercy by bestowing food and shelter upon her. Go no further. Despite not having heard of her, I bet she's emotionally constipated, bad at communicating, deeply conflicted, and hiding a dark secret. No. No. Okay. There's a difference between characters I like versus gonna play Iris's route alongside you because I hate her ass. You don't. You hate watching my streams, is what I'm learning right now. Anyways, yes, Celine is wrong. Himiko, okay. The thing is, there's two camps, right? There's characters that let's just say take up the same brain space as Ryurumi, and then there's characters I like to eye. I'm just like, hey, how you doing? Hit me up. Let's get to know each other. Characters. There's a distinction between the two, okay? There's a distinction between the two. Me, Judas? Anyways. Hey, what's up? Anyways. Thank you. I'll be careful, Phoenix. I speak alone. Oh, fuck me. I speak alone with Belle after ending my conversation with Phoenix. Make R ill versus R wants to make them ill. Exactly, Anon. Real long way of saying characters I sim for. Well, yeah. Okay. What happened between the two of you? She shows up and she tells me that she wants me out of the apartment. Of course I'm unhappy about it. That old geezer has secret plans inside her head. Who knows what she's thinking? That's not my natural state of speaking. I'm gonna picturing you IRL, you saying that, hey, how you doing? Hit me up with your unwashed hair mafia swag. Do you think I could pull with that? Do you think that would work? Are you a great voice? I can please know that I'm having the time of my life. Good lord. Yeah, it would probably work. I really don't want the answer to be yes. Guys, do you think I could pull? Do you guys believe in me? Oh, the Ben 10 mass. Locking in meeting stream. Good luck, lads. I wasn't paying attention, but no, I don't think you pull with love, I say. God damn. Ouch. I believe, but I also kind of don't want to in that specific case. Guys, do you think I could pull? Point fingers together. I'm incredibly goofy, this is true. But I think I have more aura IRL as opposed to behind the screen. I have goofy IRL swag. I hope. Celine, can you confirm or deny? It says the one who kept getting afraid of R. That's also crazy to me. A wise woman once said, the best way to get women to want to take your pants off is to be really funny. The wise woman was D, and you are in fact really funny. I think saying them in that sequence erased your aura if you had any. TBH. Well, okay, my data points right now are Celine. My main data points right now is Selena's M, because they spent most of the weekend with me, and M just thinks I don't have any sort of swag, but that's M. Celine may be biased, So D, you might have to. I will assess you in due time. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Anyways, I sigh. Unsurprisingly, Belle also holds animosity towards Phoenix. Why is your relationship with her so bad? I don't know. It seems like a oh god. It seems as though I won't be able to get any more information out of either of them. I decide to change up my questions. Let's not talk about Phoenix anymore. Tell me about yourself, Belle. Where did you live? Oh, I used to be someone's pet, and I lived with my owner. But I'm a cat demon. My life is very long, so every 10 years ago, I need to leave and find a new place to settle down. Otherwise, they'll notice I haven't aged. Guys, please. I think I just need to lie down and maybe never wake up. Does that count as killing myself? If I just... It's more of like a coma situation, which isn't killing myself, but like, whatever, I'm gonna kill myself. I'll add that, I'll double that, because that was technically twice. Yeah, dog, that's like the main thing. Okay. Anyways. I was once adopted by a wealthy family. I lived in a huge mansion. Everything was perfect, meow. Every time I have to do the meow, it hurts a little. Oh my god. I don't like it. It's not in my heart of hearts. I don't really have the capacity to, yeah, make me cringe while studying. Good job. It was so wonderful that I forgot I had to leave. They were gonna bring me to the vet for a checkup, so I ran away. Not a cat boy made at heart, I see. Not particularly, no. Can't cat demons disguise themselves as humans? You could join society and live independently, can't you? Bella looks at me with teary eyes. Oh, I know exactly what line this is. Hold on. Wait, D, are you in here? D, are you in here? Please tell me you're in here. Do you know what line this is? Because this is a really funny line and I'm gonna go full out on it. Hold on. You want me to work at a job? I'm gonna cry. You did it justice. Thank you. Censor that word. Couldn't even tell you were acting. I'm gonna assume she doesn't want a job. What a line to come into. Hi, DNC. Noticing how pitiful Belle looks, my inner cat lover instincts kick in, and I quickly change the subject. Your ear? Forget what I said. Belle continues pouring her soul out to me. All I want to do is live a peaceful life with my owner. Then, all of a sudden, that woman shows up, calling me a cat demon and saying I'll cause a disturbance. I haven't even gotten the chance to make a mess in the kitchen. Can you hear me dying a little? Also, Celine, go nap. Nap time for you. Listening to our play, Yuri. This is peak. No, keep going. The death in your voice. I don't think that should count as the counter because it's not really me saying I'm gonna kill myself. It's the I'm already dead. Just inside. Belle is just bratty derpy when Mira scolds him out of her room. Doesn't count. It's adjacent, but not enough to count. It's the intent of it, I think, that we should be counting. Yeah. All I did was breathe! This woman will bring you nothing but divine retribution. Should divine retribution befall thee, then thou shalt suffer the judgment thou art due, bitch. I think Phoenix should cuss. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, that one hurt. Oh my god, that one hurt. Oh my god, that one hurt. No, I don't want to do it again, actually. Was so high it cut out. You're the one who committed to voicing Belle. You don't want me to say Jeje again? Jeje. Rumi Jeje, protect me! That's better. And then I don't. Our voicing Belle like stepping on a rake. That didn't spark joy in me, I'm gonna be honest, you guys. Suddenly, I'm 15 and telling my cousins to stop calling me JJ again. What if I said no, because what's the other thing? I'm trying to remember what the other thing that she says is you just channel your inner Zoe. I fear my inner Zoe, I left her at Burbank. Oh my god. I'm not really an a woo person is the thing. I don't have catgirl energy. Fine, then channel your inner Disteroni. I think ours inner Zoe's just being broke. Yeah. Today I had dinner with a few friends today, and literally it was the first time I had ever tried anything that had like gold leaf on it. And and it's crazy. And it wasn't even like a lot of gold foil. It was like the tiniest, like microscopic molecule of it, but it was still a very novel experience. Gold leaf was so yummy. It don't really taste like anything. Not compared to the food it was on, which was good. Mm. To be fair, there were like 22 courses. It was so good. I want it again. I'm so hungry. I would want it again so bad. Anyways. You too, stop it. Belle will continue staying in my apartment. Phoenix, where do you plan on living? I must trespass upon thy comfortable dwelling and reside here for a time. I must shield thee from impending doom and lift the curse that hath befallen upon thee. I nod. Having Phoenix here is strangely reassuring. She exudes a powerful aura, one that makes people inclined to listen to her. Perhaps this is the purpose of the guardian angel, to allow lost souls to feel at ease. Talking with her has helped me calm down. I no longer feel as frantic. Now that I think about it, I haven't properly thanked her for saving me. I open my mouth when Belle interrupts, shouting, I disagree! Overruled. Meow. Oh my god. Cat, I don't think I'm strong enough to do this game, actually. We haven't even met one of the other love interests. I don't know if I can keep voicing Belle in this manner. Oh, Lord. Got water. I'm stretching. Anyways. Rumi, why do you always stay indoors? You need to go outside. Otherwise, you'll never find your perfect girl. Your neighbor Nixie is a perfect candidate. How about you get to know her some more? How many bobas did she bribe you with? She didn't bribe me. I just care about you. Oh yeah. Phoenix said that you can only have one soulmate. Make sure to concentrate on one person, Rumi. At the end of the day, you can only pick one person, even if you have feelings for multiple. I silently acknowledge Belle's words. I don't want a love that's like fast food. I want someone who understands me and someone I can trust. I want someone who sees me as special, irreplaceable, and unique, and I'll treat her the same way. This is like Christmas coming early for me. I am so happy that you're happy, D. I'm so glad that you're finding joy in my suffering. Also, it's not exactly polyphobe. Oh my god. Don't grin and giggle. I wish more visual novels took the poly route, but also I can't imagine the extra coding for that, like mechanics wise. Listen, you got to listen to me crash out for an hour. This is retribution. That's true. Whatever. Fine. Karma. Guys, I think D hates me. You're so right, Ashley. How would you code a poly game? It'd be really difficult, I think, unless you have that like as a... Let's be real, the devs have at least experimented with poly. I think... I think if I were to do it, it would probably be like, you know how in 3 Houses, it's like a, in Fire Emblem 3 Houses, if you pick, what is it, the Black Eagles, and then Edelgard does like her, like it splits between Silver Snow and Crimson Flower with that decision. I think that's probably how I would work around that, is to be like clear with that. Why would you say that? You hate me for even suggesting that. Oh my god. You have to, oh my god. Oh, I talked about this with a few friends this weekend, but I've mentioned wanting to be a game developer. And I had the idea of like a visual novel dating sim thing, whatever. And just like, oh my god, I have to plan that. I don't even know when I'm gonna get around to it, or how to go about planning it. But just thinking about that is annoying. I don't think there are a lot of poly games, which is very upsetting. Whatever gets our taste the most is the option. Huh. Is this retaliation for all the times I've tased you? Whatever. Thanks, Shueje? There are not a ton. Yeah. What the hell, sure. I feel like that one meme where it's like, I forgot how it goes actually, never mind. Pray for me. Anyways. Let's come back to this. I got it. Thanks, Belle. Oh, good night, Violet. You're welcome. I hope you'll bring home your girlfriend soon. This is just reminding me of how incredibly single I am. I need to, guys, I'm gonna kill myself. I want to meet Eleanor is the thing. But let's go for Iris. Shueji, we will be meeting Shueji soon. Not love curse reigniting yearning. I fear. Oh, did I say I'm gonna kill myself? Oh shit. I didn't even think about that one. That wasn't a conscious decision, and that's a little worrying to me. Okay. You'll meet. How dare you set appropriate considering times to meet, Shueji. Okay. Sunlight pours out onto the afternoon street. Soft golden rays filter through the leaves and dance on the asphalt. I still feel drowsy with the gentle sunlight illuminating my cheeks. I close my eyes in a futile attempt to return to a land of pleasant dreams. I'm so sleepy. That nap didn't help at all. I think I'll go buy a cup of coffee instead. My school's in an excellent location. There are all kinds of shops and stores nearby. Everyone often hangs out in the area after classes are over. It's that cafe. Oh, good night, Jay. Considering current affairs within the GTC community, the GTC blessing may come for you soon, R. One can only hope. Anyways, I could order myself a nice drink and relax. Maybe I'll even work on some of my papers. I cross the street and walk towards the cafe. The bell hanging on the door rings as I push it open. A clear, melodious sound fills my ears. The sweet aroma of coffee slithers into my nostrils. The anxiety that had been building up for the past few days finally begins to ease. I decide to spend my time here. I walk towards the counter to place my order.
你好，请问需要些什么？
Sorry, what? Where did that come from? Whew. Huh? This voice. I look up from the drinks menu, and my gaze meets a pair of clear, sharp eyes. There's a flicker of surprise in her eyes, but she recovers quickly, her hesitation giving way to a gentle gaze. Anon, do you want to have... Dear Lord, who is that? Oh my god, hi Zed. How you doing? I couldn't contain the shock written all over my face. I had to say something. 是水姐？
很巧呢，看来我们很有缘分。
水姐, what are you doing here?
店长是我的朋友，这边忙的时候，我偶尔会过来帮忙。想喝点什么？黑咖还是奶咖？
What would you recommend? It's my first time visiting this place.
我记得你比较喜欢甜口，可以试试玛奇朵或者燕麦拿铁。
Alpha, can we take her home? Please, 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 please. Get out, get out, get out. I don't need you. I don't need you. Leave me alone. I don't... Get off me. You know, you piss me off and your stupidly pretty Kryptonian eyes and your soothing, gentle voice. Oh, Lord. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, right?
不过，这里的卡布奇诺味道也很不错，而且
Oh my god. Sorry, the way that she said cappuccino just it hit me for some reason. Whoa. Iris leans over and whispers, ensuring that only I would hear her.
卡布奇诺很拿手，保证学妹会喜欢。怎么样？
I mean, if you're confident in your cappuccinos. Well, I have no other option than to order a cup, do I? One cappuccino, please.
很荣幸为您服务，请先入座吧。稍后我会亲自为您端过去。
Very safe, and you're stupid remembering my drink preferences. I don't give a shit about your cappuccino. Your cappuccino can go fuck itself. Fuck your good customer service. Thanks. I take a seat near the window facing the street. The cafe's interior design is simple but elegant. I quite enjoy it. Even an unremarkable corner of the cafe was decorated with various ornaments. It's a cute and charming place. The music being played is also relaxing, like wind breezing past a pool of water. I can see the ripples colliding with one another, almost as if they're dancing in the middle of the pond. I find myself fully immersed, savoring the smell of coffee and the music cruising through my ears. I didn't even notice that Iris was holding in a tiny smile, walking in my direction.
小姐，您的咖啡。
Look at how cute they are, you guys. I don't give a shit about your good-natured philanthropy and overall calming, soothing, caring aura. So what if you're so nice and so pretty and so popular and well-loved for all the right reasons, always so smart and considerate, how girl, fuck your coffee. D, we gotta chill. We gotta be normal. We gotta be normal. Get off me. Lord. I found something on the tray that I hadn't ordered. A delicious looking brownie. This...
嘘，没想到能遇到你，所以就当是我送你的小礼物吧。
A little present for me? Thanks, Suejie. Surprise is written all over my face. I happily grab a spoon and scoop part of the brownie into my mouth. The nuts scatter across the top layer of the brownie mix amazingly well with the lava chocolate inside the brownie. I can feel the sweet flavors exploding in my mouth. The texture of the crushed hazelnuts also helps counteract the sugary taste of the chocolate ganache. My eyes light up. Mmm, delicious. Iris, still beaming, looks down and straightens out her uniform. At that moment, I notice the beads of sweat dripping down her forehead and her cheeks. She's wearing a pair of formal-looking wedged heels. She doesn't seem tired, but they must be looking at least a little uncomfortable. What's the move here? What's the move here? She feels like the type to be like, if I hand her a napkin, it feels like pity. Praise that bitch, I know she needs it. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, hold on, that wasn't the right one, hold on. Actually, I don't know if it matters. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I grab a napkin from the box off the table and hand it to Iris. She stands there, a little taken aback, but eventually takes the napkin from my hand and wipes the sweat off her face. The coffee tastes great. Thanks, Miss Barista.
猜到你会喜欢，我特地用了龟下磨的，这种口感偏香甜的咖啡豆，能减少涩口的感觉，味道果然很不错吧？
Chat, remember how I saved the 500 kids from hunger and post puppies from the... That explains why it tastes different from the cappuccinos I've had before. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan.
你喜欢的话，就慢慢享用吧。
Iris leaves my table with the now empty tray in her hand. The cafe's music is mellow. I softly stirred my drink with a small spoon, disturbing the still surface of the coffee. I finally get a moment of tranquility amidst all the complicated emotions I've been experiencing recently. I even got a little surprise. Time flies by. The pedestrians outside the window, the sun, the traffic lights, they're all just blurs in the background. The world breezes past me, but my attention is only drawn to Iris. I can even hear the ice cubes clinking around her and clinking around in her shaker. In this moment, I finally understand what it feels like to be moving at a different pace from the rest of the world. Svedjia fits in here so well, and I feel like I'm seeing the real her. I don't see her flashing her signature smile, and she's not carefully adjusting her tone of voice all the time. She's completely immersed in her own world, a world full of grinding coffee beans, adjusting the record player, and swaying in conjunction with the gentle music. Iris's mood is infectious. I pull out my laptop and quickly grind out my work. One of my tasks is a dull and boring essay. Maybe I'm just in a good mood, but I find myself surprisingly not hating the thought of proofreading my own work. I quickly come face to face with the bottom of my cup. I reluctantly drink the last few drops of coffee mixed in with the now melted ice before collecting my things and getting ready to head back to campus. I walk towards Iris without a second thought. She's currently cleaning up some spilled coffee grounds. Her sleeves are rolled up. I see her long, elegant arms. Svedjia, I'm heading back to campus.
快到上课的时间了吗？路上注意安全。
Yes, and just one quick thing. When does your shift typically end?
6点吧。怎么了？
She looks at me inquisitively. I can't help but feel a bit nervous. I heard that a new boutique opened up around here recently. If you're free after work, I'd love to check it out with you. I'd like to repay her for helping me secure that internship. I can buy her a gift or something later.
虽然很想同意，但恐怕要让学妹失望了。我忙完店里的工作后，还有些事情要处理，今天可能没有时间了。
No worries. Another day then?
好呀，
I'm heading out now. Bye, Shuichi.
回去的路上注意安全。再见。
Oh no. She pissed me off. Greetings, Rumi. How doth thou fare? A familiar voice pops up behind me. I turn around and see Phoenix's tall figure standing before me. She's holding a white porcelain teacup in her hand. The exquisite quality of the smooth and silky porcelain stands out, even in the dim light of the balcony. Taking a closer look, I notice intricate patterns on the teacup, sharp lines and soft shadows weaved together to a stunning miniature landscape painting. I'm absolutely certain I absolutely certainly do not own a cup like this. My mom and I would have turned it into a family heirloom if I did. Did you buy this? I ask, curious. Nay, 'tis simply one I have grown accustomed to using. I bought it along as I shall be living here henceforth. Oh, bye, Violet. I nod after hearing her answer, but I'm still unable to contain the question looming in my heart. I've been wondering, what should I do? She pauses, taken aback. I see. Thou art troubled by thy fate. Thy past life was smooth, uneventful, yet now, facing uncertain doom, thou find'st thyself lost. Fret not. We shall persist and free thee of this most dreadful curse. Remain calm, Rumi. No matter what may come, I swear upon mine own existence to protect thee. Phoenix, would that be too much pressure on you? My words surprise her. 'Tis my duty as thy guardian angel. I'm touched by the determination behind her words. I can't find the words to properly express my gratitude towards her. Phoenix silently looks at me. Her aura under the night sky is serene and steadfast. Cool breeze brushes past me. All my worries recede like the tide, at least for now. I recall the discussion I just had with Phoenix and Belle 30 minutes ago. I think this neighbor's pretty cool. Maybe she'll even be our little Rumi soulmate. I know exactly who she's talking about. I pause for a moment, unsure how to respond. Nixie and I have been friends for a long time. I can't start thinking about her that way just because of a curse. Aren't you listening to Phoenix? We'll break the curse as long as her fate and her heart align with yours. Plus, she'll get a girlfriend who loves her. It's all a win-win situation. But she might not have feelings for me. She buys you boba every single day. I think you two are a perfect match. You can get a job if you want boba that badly. You'll help contribute to the household expenses. If I may interject, that mentoring companion of thine, though from beyond the school, is a most excellent choice. Mentoring? Classmate? What on earth is this? I grumble internally. I hope you're fucking happy, D. Censor that word. Job. Job. Employment. Oh dear, what kind of absurd matchmaking is this? Our Rumi barely even knows her. Thy suggestion is more absurd still. One mere cup of milk tea sways thy judgment? It was 3. Okay, pack it up. I quickly change the subject before they can start bickering again. In any case, our top priority is finding my soulmate as soon as possible. That was a good one. Which one? It was 3. In any case, our top priority is finding my soulmate as soon as possible. Indeed. So, what should I do? job, employment, sleep schedule. Phoenix opens her palm where an old antique compass rests. Its color has faded over time, marking its age. I'm melting. The needle at the center of the compass points in an unknown direction. I examine its mysterious nature carefully, yet I cannot understand what it means. It's 2 a.m. Ardon. Belle curiously leans in to take a look as well. After a moment, she takes a step back, frustrated. It seems she also has no idea what this means. Hold on. This compass was bestowed upon me by mine own master. It aligns itself of its own accord, governed only by the tides of thy destiny. Master? The head of Yan family. The continuation of the Yan bloodline hath rested solely upon her shoulders. She cannot reveal herself, yet her heart doth weigh heavy with concern for thee. She entrusted me with this compass, so that I may aid thee in thy journey. Really? It's such a shame I left my old town at such a young age. I really know nothing about my family. I can't believe there's still a Yan family head. I thought these roles only existed in fantasy novels. Now that I think about it, I really don't know much about my family. My parents rarely mention them either. Phoenix gestures for me to take the compass. I reluctantly hold it in my palm and flick the needle. But instead of snapping back to its original position, it begins to spin uncontrollably. Why is the needle doing this? Isn't it supposed to be aligned with my astrological chart? It reflects the current predicament. I can help continue a bloodline for the low price of $0. That's crazy. Retweet. Are you saying the needle represents my unfortunate fate, like a candle on the verge of being extinguished by the wind? Phoenix's expression is complex. She doesn't respond, but I know the answer. For the first time in my life, I feel the looming sensation of death. Really? That's new for me. Or that isn't new for me. The possibility of death is like a python wrapping itself around my neck. A feeling of suffocation rises within me, unlike anything I've ever felt before. That's crazy, retweet. In the same breath, oh, are the person you are. Thank you. I was about to say, D, what's that one like cherry perfume? Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Ooh. I need to know what that smells like. Anyways. Fuck you are. I'm gonna wear it when we meet up. You're gonna wear... Wait, which one are you? You're gonna wear the what is it? The Tom Ford Lost Cherry when we meet up? That's crazy. I mean, go for it. D getting real specific, like she's been fantasizing about very specific things. What? I'm not fantasizing, I can just clock her ass. That's crazy. Shouldst thou cross paths with thy soulmate, the compass shall respond. Good or evil, it shall reveal all. Phoenix calmly explains the cruel reality I'm facing. In order to survive, I must improve my relationships with the others. I'll have to rely on their feelings to continue living. But what is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Anyways, but what is love? Is it really fated destiny if I approach someone with the intention of falling in love with them? This approach conflicts with my belief of what love is. R, say what you want about me, but at least I haven't written paragraphs cursing a woman out or gaily singing in another language and confessing undying love for 2 hours straight, like those two people. I haven't done either of those necessarily, but, comma, I have done some very down bad things, when I have been in my down bad era. I don't think I don't know if I remember. I don't know if I've told you guys the story. I don't know if I mentioned it on Space before. But once in my last relationship, there was like a really big time zone difference. This is my Australian ex, so it was like an 8-hour difference. And for our first kind of like date, I had asked her to go to the beach early in the morning to catch the sunrise, while I went down to the beach to catch the sunset. And we were like on call, kind of like walking around our respective beaches and cities. I got yeah. Yeah, so positive you're gay. And that's not even like, I brought like months later I had brought it up, and then she had said that was actually one of the most romantic things I've ever like had. And I'm like, what do you mean that's the bare minimum? That wasn't even that much. Like, to me that's the bare minimum. But she disagreed, and so do most people I tell this story to. But I maintain that the fact that it's the bare minimum that you could do. Our lover boy canon. She also her love language is like physical touch, which is the main reason it didn't work out, because like she couldn't really handle the distance, so we broke it off amicably. But I had suggested these little like touch bracelets, where if you tap on one bracelet, it'll like send like a signal to the matching bracelet, and then like vibrate a little, so it's like, you know, like a little thinking of you thing. I'm still pretty attached to that idea, honestly. They're kind of expensive, but like I do want to do like, I am attached to the idea. If I have a girlfriend, I would kind of want something like that with her. I've never heard of such a thing, not gonna lie. I didn't either. I may or may not have researched it. Um, um yeah, I think when we started dating, I think when I started dating her, I was like, well, this is a thing, like this is her main concern, is the distance and like physical touch, like physical touch being her main love language, and like just like the distance. How can I kind of ease her worries about that, or show her but to me that's just like, well, why wouldn't someone do that, you know? Like, why wouldn't someone take note of what you're concerned about? Like, why wouldn't I take something that she's worried about and she frets about and try to, you know, ease her worries? Like, that's just that, I feel like that's just common sense to me. Actually, very first result is $70, which is money, but also not that bad. Yeah, it's more, I think it's also conversion rates. It might be more expensive in Australian dollars. I don't know. What if people didn't have hearts of gold like you? So remember when Rumi said a demon with no feelings doesn't deserve to live? It's so obvious. I'ma gear up and take it down. Whoa, oh, oh. Chivalry isn't dead, it's just that dating has been commodified, so they chase the idea of dating rather than actually paying attention to whom they're dating. Right. See, the thing, that's the reason why I don't think I could ever use a dating app. Like, I would want to meet someone IRL, or like be friends with someone and then get to know them and then, like, you know, develop feelings naturally. I don't think dating apps are for me. That's just a catalog of faces. You know, I feel like jumping into meeting someone with the expectation of like, oh, I want to be something with them feels, I mean, no hate to people who do that. Like, if it works for you, if it works for you, but to me it just feels like shallow. I need something deeper. I want to get to know someone. I want to fall for someone first, or I want to get to know someone and then fall for them, as opposed to the other way around, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Oh, also, hot take. You can be friends with your exes. Now, are you perhaps also demi-romantic? Yes, when I say I'm on the Arrow A spectrum, that's also what I'm referring to. Like, it takes me quite some time before I start to develop feelings. If ever. I'm demisexual, we're twinning. Hey, cheers. You can be friends with your exes, but not if they cheat on you. Your arrow ace. Oh my god, hello twin. Yeah, I'm definitely somewhere on that spectrum because I can't. Okay, brief real talk. brief real talk. It's admittedly one of the things I'm somewhat insecure about. Not insecure, but it's a big worry in my relationships that I can't quite reciprocate. Like not. How do I rephrase this? From a lot of people describe their own romantic feelings as this strong, like almost overwhelming emotion. You know, the concept of like love being madness, which like I get that to an extent. But for me, it's always been more of a quieter, mellow thing, something that just sits in my chest and exists, for lack of a better. Talking about love is complicated, but for me it's never been dangerous, is the only way I can think of phrasing it. Love for me has always been an ache in my chest that's just there and I live with it. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how it is for me too. And I don't know. I think coming from my most serious relationship, which was 3 years long, there was that sort of unbalance. Like it was unbalanced in the ratio of affection, wherein I can say that I love them very deeply. Like I cared for them, but they were always asking me for kind of, not asking, but they asked for more of me than I could provide, if that makes sense. Not in any way that was like questionable, but it's just like just like in terms of like needing constant reassurance, constant affection, constant everything, and I am not like how do I phrase this? It's very complex to phrase, but in essence I just kept giving and giving and giving in that relationship until I kind of burnt out of it, so to speak. So kind of since then I've been quietly worried about that, like being I'm worried both about falling into that habit. Like I'm worried about falling into that habit again, and also for someone to recognize that and not necessarily like, I don't want someone to have that like an expectation of how I act, if that makes sense. Whatever. You have the same words as my also. I always tell myself it is. You need people to meet you where you are. That's not really anyone's fault. It's just an incompatibility issue. You sound like my GF. What the fuck? Are all arrow aces the same? GF went through the same shit with theirs. I think for people who are on the arrow ace spectrum, and don't quite, who aren't completely opposed, like people who are on the spectrum, they have like offering a hug or aiming a bazooka at your bad ex. Thank God they are no longer in my life. Amen, hallelujah. And we are unpacking all of our shit. 2025, guys, we have started to unpack and work and self-reflect. Amen. Thank you. I think I briefly mentioned this too, like in a different conversation where I was talking about like love and romance, but I hope that, well, I try to be not the best version I can be, but the best version of myself in any given moment. I try my best for myself, the people around me, and the people I will meet in the future. But yeah, it's being on the arrow ace spectrum, and then, you know, there's a specific version of love that people tend to have an image of, you know what I mean? Wherein the like that again, that like sort of madness, impulsiveness, sort of see okay, that's another thing I don't get about romance, or at least romance in stories, is that the feeling always encompassed the feeling, the emotion of love typically like overrides all sorts, like it overrides logic. And for me, I can't do that. It's always so grand, exactly, it cosmic, and like I get the poetry in that. I do get the poetry in that, but at the same time, I think I'm just more of a down to earth person, in terms of love and affection, you know. But yeah, I'd rather love be gentle and long lasting than all consuming, exactly. And I also, God, I have so many opinions on love. But sometimes you want to go home. That's really, yeah. And also, my belief is that the best sort of love is the type of love wherein you choose it, that you, because the emotion is there. The emotion, I mean, the emotion should still be there. You should, you know, love your partner, obviously. But I think more than that, it's the choosing to love them every single day through through all like the difficulties that you might face, through all of the like working through the ugliest parts of whatever that relationship is, because it's work. It is work. Relationships are work, and it's both love should be a choice, your choice, the everyday hard, the hard work of committing, you know. It's easy to love, I think. Much easier than most people would probably say. But it's easier to feel love, but I think to choose love is far more difficult, if that makes sense. Every night I use it till I ask, I love you, I trust you, and that's when I choose you every day. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Love is also just like having someone in your thoughts, and like an extension of that, I guess. Let me see. Let me double check something. Because I remember I don't know if it's just a me thing, but to hear the reassurance, I trust us and I choose us every day means the world to me personally. I honestly, I agree with you there, D. I think it's here's also a thing I've learned about myself in my recent relationship. Not that I don't want, not that I not that I want to rely on someone for my own peace of mind. Like, I feel like my opinion is that for me personally, I don't want whoever I'm with to have to carry my burden all the time, because I did that with my evil ass ex, and that shit is exhausting. If this is how do I phrase this in a way that doesn't sound kind of weird or concerning, but I want the idea of someone knowing me better than myself, honestly, is really nice. Just having reassurance of you aren't the person that you think you are. You are better than that is really just, it's so, that is like, that is genuinely, I think, one of the biggest things I appreciated about my ex, the good one, is that, I don't know, as much as I was able to ease her worries about the things she, was worried about, like her concerns, it was also vice versa. There's a gentle and bone deep intimacy to genuinely knowing another person. Exactly. It's also the something about the I see you and you see me part of a serious, genuine romantic connection is what makes me weak. Because as much as I mean, I've worked on myself a lot, I think. I'm genuinely a much different person than I was when I was a teenager, and thank God for that, because my teenage self was depressing as fuck. But I still do have. I don't quite trust myself, for lack of a better term. Like, obviously, like you can. How do I phrase this? I tend to think I'm a worse person than I actually am. And just kind of like occasional reassurance that I'm not that is nice. I really appreciated that about my ex. And also she did it in a way that was really funny. It wasn't like it was reassurance. It was very gentle reassurance, but at the same time it was just very straightforward and not like it wasn't made like a spectacle out of, which I also appreciated. Also, the fuck your ex so genuinely. Like, shit from an ass, truly. The consistent everyday things over grand gestures. I hope our evil exes find each other. Well, my evil ex disappeared off the face of the earth, so highly doubt it. I feel like I'm constantly trying to prevent myself from messing up or being too cruel or too much from demanding. The more you talk, the more you sound like my GF. Are you GF in disguise? Show yourself. No, I'm not. I am unfortunately single, but Cloudy, say hi to your girlfriend for me. I hope that I hope she knows that what you choose to do is much more important and much more meaningful than how you feel. Like, to me, how you act is far more telling of your character than how you feel internally. Oh yeah, oh god, I'm also really terrible about moral OCD. Clipping that and sending that to them. Yeah, for sure. Moral OCD is not fun. It is constantly. Oh. Hold on. I'll search it. I'll do a little mini lecture about it right now while we're locked out, so might as well. No, it's okay. I got you. Moral OCD revolves around the fear that moral scrupulosity revolves around the fear that one may act in ways that are inconsistent with their own moral compass or what they deem as good or bad by society's standards. The irony is that a person who is terrified by whether they are a good or bad person is likely to be amongst the most kind and caring individuals of our society. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Listen. You may also be overwhelmed with the guilt for the harm that it could. Okay, hold on. It is the guilt and shame that you may experience, the judgment that you may incur, and the unease you have about the uncertainty of it all that causes such distress. Yeah. So the obsession of being a good person is also something I really struggle with, which is partially coming back to the earlier of me being like, what if I'm not? What if I hurt someone type of worry. I won't talk about this because it's really too heavy and I don't want to talk about it. But for those of you who know how that 3-year relationship ended, you know, if you know how that, if I have talked about it with you and you know how that ended, you know why me in particular, myself in particular, would have that sort of, what if I treat them badly, what if I hurt them, sort of mentality. I'm working on it. Yeah. It's a worry of mine. I have many worries in my head. I've been this weekend hanging out with Em and Celine. I've been mostly I've been really peak Zoe. I've just been bouncing off the wall over the place, high energy, like keeping the vibes good. But I have a lot of worries and concerns. Reflections on human love and connection, really, yeah. But that's why I believe what actions you take and the intent behind those actions is more important than the emotion fueling it, you know? For example, just the here's something. Here's something I've like been quietly worried about at times, is that if someone shows me something that they like, I will feel a little bad for not being, if I'm not as, what I worry that I won't be as into it as the person who recommended it to me is. And then like I feel guilty over that because it's like, well, they showed me something that is meaningful to them and I don't reciprocate the enthusiasm, you know. I'm worried about not matching the enthusiasm. I know logically that, you know, you don't always have to be hyped for a thing someone likes. I know. But, you know, I also don't want someone to be like whatever about it. If I can't muster energy and just act like they show me pure gold, I feel like a brick wall of a prick. Exactly, you know. Just like little things like that where I get into my own head. Again, that's also because my ex guilted me about it. I'm realized I've in the process of unpacking my shit from that ex is that a lot of my relationship worries and anxieties were directly fueled by her. Anyways, I don't know. That's the thing about recommending stuff to people, right? It's showing who you are, what you're like. It's an avenue for connection. Maybe they're hype, maybe they're not. But you took that risk or received it, and that's what's important. Yeah. For the longest time, I've been so nervous to talk about the things that I like or recommend things because I've always been like a, etc. etc. Need me to sting her boss? Yeah. Well, she's gone from my life, and I don't want to spend energy hating her. I will say I also have a sort of oh my god, lads, you weren't there for when I was talking about my ex, but literally once I brought up, okay, one of like it wasn't really an argument, it was pretty one-sided, but one of the conversations I had with this ex was me going, hey, it was me hanging out with other people who kind of shared my interests more, and my ex was taking it as me pulling away from them, and we got into an argument about it, and she was like, well, you're kind of pulling away from me, and I was kind of fidgety a little, and it's like, it's fine, don't worry about it. And then I eventually admitted that, like, well, I'm hanging out with other people more often because they engage with similar interests that I have, because we do things that you like a lot of the time, which is fine. I'm happy to do that, engage with your interests, but I feel like we never engage with what I have to do. And then my ex sends me an entire fucking paragraph of, well, I can't be into the things you like because I need to be hyper fixated on the things that I like, or because like it is quite literally keeping me alive, or in the sense that like it was something along the lines of like, my brain physically cannot focus on anything other than the stuff that I like because it is keeping me mentally afloat. So, it wasn't great. It wasn't great on my mentality. And then I saw my response to that was really sad. I was like, I know, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for bringing this up. I'll try to be more understanding of your... I folded like a goddamn lawn chair. I really should not have. Anyways, so... It's okay, Ara, it happens. Again, I hope our exes find each other, Lamau. I don't wish ill upon them, but maybe they should meet their matches. See, here's my thing. Here's my complex feelings about my exes. I recognize that they fucked me up immensely. I recognize that they fucked me up immensely. But at the same time, having known them for 3 years, knowing like a bit of how she grew up, her home life, what she was struggling with at the time, I can't really bring it. I don't have the energy to hate her. I brought this up to one of our mutual friends, or mutual friends as in a friend that we had both known when we were dating, who's exclusively my friend now. Anyways, I brought this up to a friend and I was saying something like, well, I don't want her in my life again. Absolutely not. Absolutely the fuck not. But I do hope if she ever comes back, or wherever she is, if she comes back, I hope that she gets a chance to work on herself and grow as a person. But at the same time, not around me. God, no, not around me. Please stay the fuck away from me. It's worse because she said she'd do better and outright told me to face she didn't really care about it. Well, she can't force. I will say, I do appreciate that. Now, like, all of my recommendations are taken seriously and that people engage with them. It is nice to have that. And I appreciate all the people who look at my recommendations and go, oh, this looks interesting, and then crash out in my DMs about it. I love introducing people to Peak. That's true. Awesome friends and community does wonders. I know, right? On a serious note, similar feelings. I can't fully hate my ex, but her life experiences are never a valid excuse for the cruelty she knowingly put me through. Law. Be better, but 1 bajillion miles away from me. Thanks. You're always introducing people to Peak. Crash out. Beach Weather made it to my top 5 albums this year. Nice. Shout out to Beach Weather. My ex cheated on me with a damn NFL player, and I'm not sure I can be mad. When I wanted to suggest OSP content to you and you said you already checked it out, I was like, fuck yeah, boss got tased. Hi, Unit. How you doing? Why the fuck are you awake, actually? Literally me playing the other day, playing this game for the first time. God, wait. I don't think you fully detailed, you mentioned what getting Eleanor's bad end. I'm grinning. That one's really fun. I'll tell you later. Because I was reading the Bachelorette AU finale. Ooh, I did read the finale. That one's good. Yeah, Bachelorette AU is done. Anon, go read it. I'm joyous about it. Oh my god, please cool your phones. Oh my god, I forgot this entire thing that was spawned from the conversation was because of this fucking put your phone between your hands, it helps cool it faster. Don't ask me why, I know. Jesus Christ. Moving on. R, can I please have your AO3 account in DMs? Please, Alpha. Remind me later. I wanna get through a little bit more of the game before I pass out first. I wanna get to a second date event. Okay. But what is love? Is it really fated destiny if I approach someone with the intention of falling in love with them? This approach conflicts with my belief of what love is. Literally what I had just spent like half an hour talking about, venting about. I don't want to get close to others and fall in love with them just for the sole reason of for the sole purpose of prolonging my own life. My intentions wouldn't be pure. I can't do it. With my queen Iris, yes, we're doing. How close the second date content is? There's one date per month. I think it ends in July, so. This stream's got me emotional. My partner's waking up to something real soppy because of you, because of y'all. Hope you're happy. If you're in chat right now and you have a partner, I ask you to remind them, in their language, if possible, how much you love and appreciate them, in your life. Good night, unit. If you're in chat right now and you have a partner, kill yourself. Lads, let's be nice. Thanks, R. I'm gonna tell my very real girlfriends, Rirumi, Choizoi, and Kangmira that I love them very much. Hey! Go tell our girlfriends, Rirumi, Choizoi, and Kangmira that I love them too. Sharing is caring, D. Don't be greedy. I'm getting so fucking sidetracked. Our girlfriends tell them they're expected in my bed in an hour. Leaked lore. Anyways. Actively sending sappy message. Anyways. Rumi, thy kindness, though noble, shall be thy undoing. I know I'm being stubborn, but even if you tell me I die tomorrow, I don't want to lie to myself or somebody else. Based ass opinion of the MC. Panic and fear overtake me like a tsunami. I'm drowning under these waves of emotions. Under the night sky, Ocean City remains lively. The lights are bright and the crowds are moving endlessly. A metamor is in a polycule. It's basically your girlfriend's girlfriend type situation. Okay. In the narrow alleyways, bustling food stalls, and thriving commercial streets, group of people chat and stroll in every direction. Everyone's enjoying this ordinary day. But all of this seems so far away from me. My life is like an hourglass, counting down with every grain of sand. It was all so ordinary back then. I didn't expect to feel like this. I'm immersed in my own sadness, unable to escape from the misery that's consuming me. Phoenix senses my inner turmoil. She silently stands to the side, waiting, only letting out a sigh once the tea runs cold. How fares thy heart? If I meet my soulmate, then great. If I don't, I'm not going against my morals just to survive. I guess this is my way of coping with everything. Phoenix smiles gently, and with a flick of her fingers, the cold tea becomes piping hot again. Why? Thou hast not changed. That alone eases mine own heart. I haven't changed? Humans are fickle, yet thou alone dost remain steadfast, even in such conflict. I'm struggling to wrap my head around her sentence, but I can tell she's trying to encourage me. I don't want Phoenix to worry, so I force myself to smile. Beep, the phone in my pocket rings. I pull out my phone. It's a text from an unknown number. The sender is Huanyu Technology. Dear Miss Rumi, we are pleased to inform you have been accepted as a product development intern. Please report to the Human Resources Department next Monday at 9 a.m. with the relevant documents to begin the onboarding process. I am Filipino, so when I fall in love, naturally when I fall in love, it's the sappiest thing ever. Thankfully, right now, I'm only focused on myself, my loved ones, and also the Europe Factory. Retweet. God, I want to do the Harana for someone one day. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, I need my maximum lover boy to be unlocked. Like, I need all this to go to someone somewhere. God, I can't kill myself though. There might be someone out there waiting for me. Oh my god. Okay, let me lock into the A Filipino with a guitar is a dangerous creature. They might serenade you and you might end up falling in love. Should I bring my guitar to the Philippines? Maybe I'll meet someone there. Or I take it with me to Korea. And then I romance Ryurumi, Choi and Kangmira. Real? Please don't kill yourself. You're very enjoyable. I said I can't kill myself. I did say that. I can't kill myself. No, stop. I'm getting in your luggage when you go to Korea. Come to Korea with me. Let's go see Namsan Tower in real life and perform This Is What It Sounds Like. You can't meet Rumi Zoe without me. I need to make the brewy AU real, but with myself also in it. Retweet. Okay, the message makes my mood a lot better. At least that's one less problem I have to deal with. Or gotta bring the battle bus and get all of us in there so we can all compete for Polytric's hands. Like a jousting tournament style thing. Which would be really funny. Juan, you accepted me. I text my parents and Megan, letting them know the good news. My feelings lift after they congratulate me. I shouldn't fall into despair worrying about what the future holds. I need to live in the present. Hunger Games again! I quickly compose myself and remember someone I must thank. Suejie, I passed the interview. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'd like to thank you properly sometimes. Let me thank you properly, Iris. And anyways, congratulations. You did all this by yourself. I didn't help much. Good luck at work. Suejie doesn't respond to the part where I mentioned wanting to... I need to say thank you to that wench. Suichia doesn't respond to the part where I mentioned wanting to properly thank her. I know she's busy, but I'm still a bit disappointed to see Phoenix suddenly speaks. A career is challenging and the tides are ever changing. Hold to thy heart and let not the world's current sweep thee astray. Thanks, Phoenix. Very cool. Phoenix smiles one last time before returning to her room. I just finished cleaning up the guest room and changing the sheets. Belle has settled into the storage room next to the guest room. I'd put her there to avoid yet another argument between her and Phoenix. I need to get my rest. I did clean the storage room, but there are still a couple items I hadn't moved out. For the past few days, I've heard Belle rummaging through the stuff in there. After Phoenix returns to her room, Belle restlessly pops out and knocks over the porcelain cup Phoenix had left on the table, inspecting it like a thief. Alright, here we go. He used something this incredible to drink tea? I've never seen a cup like this before. What? I walk over, fixing the cup. I notice 4 words engraved on the bottom. Uncity private seal. That must be some city from thousands of years ago. The corners of my mouth twitch. No wonder that cup looks so old. It's an ancient relic. I carefully place it down, terrified of breaking it. The next day was a Saturday. Megan was over the moon once I told her about getting accepted into Wanyu and gleefully encouraged me to go out and celebrate. I've been miserable because of my soulmate problems, but it'd be nice to forget these worries and enjoy a night out with friends. I immediately began discussing the details with Megan. Let's go. Let's get barbecue. Let's go to the place. Sure, I've been craving their drinks, but I don't even invite Cassidy. She's been in a bad mood recently, so maybe she'll cheer up more if we invite her. The more the merrier. D, jingle, jingle. G, Cassidy. D, jingle, jingle, jingle. Cassidy might not join the events with so many people, but I should still ask. I opened Instagram and sent her a message. Are you free today? Want to grab dinner with me and Megan? Sorry, I'm busy. Oh, but I have a question, Rumi. Remember my sister? She saw the message you just sent and was quite interested in this dinner. Your sister, Eleanor? Can she tag along? It's fine if you say no. Of course, the more the merrier. I texted Shueji yesterday saying I like to thank her, but she didn't respond to that part of the message. Maybe that was her way of indirectly rejecting me, but it doesn't hurt to try. My loser wife, I need to have her babies. Shueji, my friends and I are going out for a barbecue to celebrate me getting an internship. Are you free tonight? I wouldn't have gotten to the interview without your help. I hope you can come. I hold my phone above my head, waiting for a response, but none arrives. Disappointment crawls into my heart. To be fair, this was a last-minute invitation. I've already mentally prepared myself for her to say no. Plus, all the attendees are my friends. Suichi, I won't know anyone apart from Megan. It's completely understandable she doesn't want to come. I sent 2 more texts in succession. There'll be people you don't know, so it's totally fine if you don't want to come. We can meet up some other day. Sorry, Shueji. I didn't think this was enough. Well, she finally responds around noon. No, you're good. I'm delighted that you invited me to celebrate with your friends. I'm sorry. I've just saw your text. I've been busy the entire day. My shift ends at 5. Will I make it there? Will I make it if I get there at 6? She has this stupid flannel that I redacted. Oh, her little heart emoji. Yes, of course. I was worried I came off as rude. I'll wait for you. Be there or be square. I didn't expect Shueji to accept my invitation. Megan is surprised when I tell her. She informs me that Shueji is pretty busy with her classes and rarely attends social gatherings. I'm quite flattered by the fact that she's agreed. Ooh, D. She has a part-time job and she's always busy with her classes, so she rarely attends social gatherings. D. I fear y'all are gonna start using Iris as a slur at this point. Get off me, get off me, R. What if she looked so composed and on top of everything, but she's actually a bit of a loser, D? Ooh. I don't care how responsible she is. I hate her. She agitates me. She's so caring. I need her. I mean, I hate her. I cook up a few dishes and leave them in the fridge. I tell Belle to heat them up for dinner. I make a mental note to also bring back this delicious food for her and Phoenix as a late night treat. Belle immediately protests. She's begging to tag along. I don't want... Wait, hold on. I don't want... You're so cruel, Rumi. You forced me to live with this woman and have me heat up food for her. Am I just a servant? Okay. Hey, we've had chapters. R is bringing out the heavy. You said that with your full ruminated chest. If you don't keep up Belle voice in future streams, I'll haunt you. Jesus Christ. Out to kill us. You guys have heard... Well, the thing is, I think this is only surprising. Guys, remember, we had chapter 13, chapter 15, what is it? 13, chapter 15, how many other ones? 16 and 17 also, for you to know that I am unfortunately good at voicing. No, we've heard you whine. I am fully aware. To be fair, that was me sticking in character. I don't think I'm actually that much of a brat. I think I have the capacity. Probably. I probably have the capacity, but I don't... No, some of that whining was OOC. Not this stream, but earlier. I mean, I think I have bratty moments, but I think it's less brat, just more being like a little shit in general. Which I guess is the definition of a brat. I don't know. I agree, you are a little shit affectionate. Thank you. With the full love and support, I agree. It's brat / little shit moments. To be fair, with how many times was that before? Moments. You don't mainline being a little shit like M does. That's true. However, I am still going to be BM. That's crazy. Yeah, that's true. I don't think I'm as bad as M in regards to just like being a little shit. But that's also because I'm also... RE, our conversation from earlier, I'm always worried about taking the bit a little too far. Or crossing one, I'm concerned of crossing someone's boundaries, and 2, I'm worried about crossing my own boundaries without me realizing it. You're not a brat, but your being a little shit is more like a sniper than a machine gun. It's true, I'm very precise. What if I don't have boundaries? Consider. Form some. Please, for the love of God, form boundaries. Tears and snot stream down her face. I've gotten used to her dramatics, but this still gives me a headache. Your bits kill, remember that. They take lives in diaphragms. You are very sweet when you check in. That does not mean I'm not going to whack you every time you try to trigger my baby fever. Tor. Listen to me. Please form boundaries, or else you will end up in a 3-year relationship that will take you 3 years plus to recover from. Don't do that to yourself. Save yourself. Why did you get so close to the mic? Do you guys not like it when I'm close to my mic? ASMR X card, exactly. Hey guys, how are you? I hope everyone's having a good night, day, afternoon so far. ASMR our time, right? R, lock the fuck in on Yuri. Stop torturing us. Am I torturing you guys? How, in what respect is this torturous? I'm just speaking into my mic. Oh, wait, how is this torturing you guys? I'm not sure what the issue is. Do you really think that they would listen to me? That's really fucking funny. When I'm half deaf, so for me this is just getting to hear shit clearer. What, you guys don't want me to be close to you? You guys want me to back off? Fuck you mean it's funny? It's just really funny is all. I'm going to kick you in front of a jeepney. You can try. You can most certainly try. What do you mean by D/HH people in here? It's 3 a.m. in the fucking morning, give me a minute. We're worms, or whatever they said in Hercules. Ah, deaf, hard of hearing. Makes sense. Love watching the live crash outs, LMFAO. I just changed my username last month, but I have debated also doing Ian can't hear. Well, that just means I have to stay like this, don't I? For just to be accessible to everyone. Stop trying to eat the mic, you little shit. I'm gonna mail you anthrax. I'm not trying to eat the mic, I'm literally just speaking into it. Preaching to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire. I could be the star you rely on. On the chin, you can't look away. Don't you know I'm here to save you? This feels like trying to play Love Curse, but R is standing right behind you. Oh shit, my bad. Wait. Someone give me something to read out that in this voice real quick. Just like ASMR. Does anyone have anything they want me to ASMR before we jump back into the game? I'm not doing the B-movie script. Oh, wait. I will be right back because there is something I want to test out. Um, shit. Name one. Hold on. Name one hero who was happy. I considered. Heracles went mad and killed his family. Theseus lost his bride and father. Jason's children and new wife were murdered by Isolde. Bellerophon killed the Chimera, but was crippled by the fall from Pegasus's back. You can't. He was sitting up now, leaning forward. I can't. I know. They never let you be famous and happy. He lifted an eyebrow. I'll tell you a secret. Tell me. I loved it when he was like this. I'm going to be the first. He took my palm and held it to his. Swear it. Why me? Because you're the reason. Swear it. I swear it, I said, lost in the high color of his cheeks, the flame in his eyes. I swear it, he echoed. We sat like that for a moment, hands touching. He grinned. I feel like I could eat the whole world raw. I could recognize him by touch alone, by smell. I would know him blind by the way his breaths came and his feet struck the earth. I would know him in death at the end of the world. Madeline Miller, The Song of Achilles. Yeah. He is half my soul, as the poets say. I could also hold on. There is also another book, not a book, but a fic I can read from. I need you to back up. There's another thing I can pull up. The Commitment of a Lifetime. No, I have to quote one of my favorite medias of all time. Kokomi, Sarah sighs as Kokomi hands her a stack of books that Sarah immediately sets down on the table. I need to talk to you, not have you talk at me. What's there to talk about? Kokomi feigns disinterest as well. If Sarah hadn't spent the past few years shamefully, near obsessively, picking apart the other woman's every breath with very spare and not so spare thought, she would have been fooled. But Sarah's replayed the twitch of every muscle, the shift of skin, even the slide of Kokomi's hair in every iteration she's ever been allowed to see. When Sarah closes her eyes, she can conjure the woman's flesh as though she were a god. When Sarah closes her eyes and opens her mouth, she can taste the sound of Kokomi's voice against her lips. She can fill her palms with the slide of Kokomi's skin and the distracting silk of her ceremonial garments. Sarah can feel the catch of Kokomi's rougher spun work attire on every callus and scar through the repeated memory alone. As you have often said, there is nothing to speak of, Kokomi continues, back not quite to Sarah. She flips through one of the manuals she's piled up on her table, idly flipping page after page and straightening out a bent corner. She steps away from Sarah, walking around her to place the book on one of the partially cleared shelves. In the half-dark of Kokomi's hidden sanctuary, the glow of their visions cast eerie and colored shadows that make Sarah think of storms. It makes Sarah think of the semi-hidden cove, one of several, where Kokomi taught Sarah how to swim on her back. The light caught from the outside reflecting on coral in shades of flush lips pink and bruised skin purple. And you've been quite content to let me talk around you before, for lack of willingness to participate. It's true. Sarah repeats other memories in her mind, Ayato repeatedly to the point of pain asking her if she was sure if there was anyone else he needed to speak to. Ito shooting her increasingly louder glances but uncharacteristically holding his blunt tongue on the subject. Goro and the looks he would send her, uncaring if she was looking back at him or not, that conveyed a strange mix of exasperation, confusion, disappointment, and anger. Looks that he wouldn't speak on even if she dared to ask. What had she always said? Nothing, Sarah says to Ayato. There is nothing to talk about. There is no one to worry about. I have nothing. I have no one. Nothing, Sarah told Ito with every look of his she returned with a silent rebuttal in the form of her turned back and outright avoidance of the topic whenever he brought it up. There is nothing to feel sorry about. There is nothing you need to worry about. I have nothing. Nothing, Sarah showed Goro every time she left. Every time he would look at her with questions in his eyes so loud he might as well have asked them with his mouth instead. Every time Sarah boarded the boat to go to Narukami and Kokomi wasn't there to watch her go. There is nothing for you to be watchful about. You don't have to protect her from me. There is nothing here. And more importantly, nothing, Sarah said to Kokomi with every interaction built between them ever since those first stirrings of desire. Of wanting all those months upon months ago. With every brush of skin that Sarah returned by pulling back, with every broken glance, with every question Sarah never answered, with every single comment Sarah left unacknowledged. We are nothing, Sarah said with action, too much of a coward for the pain that would come if she ever said it in concrete terms with voice or ink. This is nothing. Sarah stands here, brought to this repeated moment for the final and penultimate reiteration, and commands herself to keep her eyes open for this. Since when was General Kujo Sarah, Tengu of Narukami, a coward? Since when did she shirk her responsibilities and consequences? Since when did she lie? Sarah stands at this moment that she and Kokomi have been dancing around for years. Kokomi willing and ready to commit if Sarah would just take that final step. Sarah, until now, refusing to acknowledge the drop even as Kokomi dangled over the edge, breath held and ready to dive into the unknown so long as Sarah was there with her. But Sarah has already fallen. She's been falling all of her life. Flying is falling. What does she have to be afraid of? What did she ever have to be afraid of? It really was always this simple. Here is the trick to being brave. Stop thinking. It was never nothing, Sarah says. It guts her. It robs her of breath to say it. All of the tension that had been spiraling inside her like a slowly tightening noose unfurls. Sarah cannot stop it. This is a child's top that will spin out of control. This is a dam overrun. This is a storm building beyond the capacity of heaven's strength. Kokomi is still, hands crinkling the pages of the book in her hands, but she's looking at Sarah now. All of Kokomi's prodigious focus narrowed onto Sarah's presence in front of her. Sarah steps towards her 1 foot at a time and feeling like she's crossing oceans and falling through clouds. There's no bottom to her stomach. Her lungs are somehow grasping to inflate, the air pulled out of them as fast as Sarah attempts to draw it in. You were never nothing, Sarah repeats, her hands unarmored without her gloves or her arm guards or even a simple bracelet of ribbon or bead raised to take Kokomi's face in her war-rough palms. For the first time that we met, from the first time we crossed wits all those years ago, from the moment we sat on opposing sides of the negotiating table, from that very first letter, that first stroke of ink to paper, you have never been nothing to me. Anyways, you guys should go read Commitment of a Lifetime. It's one of my favorite fics. Chat got real quiet for that one. I miss Coco Sarah, you guys. I wish Genshin was a good game. Hi, gang. Hi, comedy. Welcome back. First, R's mom singing to us in a space and puts me to sleep. Now R's ASMRing us to sleep. Anyway, back to the game. Coco Sarah. I miss them. Every time I've written Cujo Sarah, in my head, she has a crush on every single woman that exists ever. Took me a while to realize it was a Genshin fic, because I think that's the best fic from that fandom I've heard in a long time, right? Genuinely, this fic is so good. I would highly recommend it if you have knowledge of Genshin. I wish Genshin was a better game. I miss Arlecchino. I wish Genshin was a better game. I miss Cujo Sarah, and I miss Farina de Fontaine. Oh my god, Farina de Fontaine. Oh. Oh my god. Anyways. I misread an A. Oh, I'm sure. Okay. Stupid folk think it's getting a break. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry to say, you've grown a bit predictable. Anyways, tears and snot stream down her face. I've gotten used to her dramatics, but this still gives me a headache. I have no choice. A little white lie never hurt anyone. Look, Phoenix has no idea how to use anything in my kitchen. How could I leave her alone in my apartment? Why don't you step into my shoes tonight and help me look after this place, okay? Step into your shoes? As the head of the family? Belle immediately stops crying, her wise-eyed in surprise. She's enticed. I'll be the head of the Ocean City Yan family branch? Acting head. Having spent a few days with her, I knew she could talk nonsense just like Megan. Even more than Megan, actually. Good thing I'm experienced. I've cooked Belle into using the title of acting head, Ocean City branch. She now stands with authority in her hands, buzzing around to drop blueprints for developing the branch. I give Belle a couple of reminders, mostly about not arguing with Phoenix, not jumping around on the furniture, cleaning up her cat fur, and getting dressed before leaving the bathroom after taking a shower. Before I can finish my speech, I hear a faint movement at my door. Then the doorbell rings. Is it Megan? She's so early. I open the door. The person standing in front of me is holding a few cups of bubble tea, smiling brightly.
姐姐下午好。
I was about to remind Belle to invite Nixie for dinner. I didn't expect her to beat me to it. She smiles and looks a bit embarrassed when she meets my eyes.
我刚刚从外面回来，好像听到你说要去吃烤肉。
Good morning, 姐姐。姐姐。I wasn't planning on hiding it from her and replied without a second thought. Yeah, I passed my interview and got an internship. I was planning on celebrating. Oh wait, who's going to sleep? Oh, good night, lads. My words seem to have the opposite of intended effect on Nyx. She pouts as if she's hurt. She locks arms with me, swinging back and forth. I completely forgot that I wanted to follow up with, would you like to join us?
我可是真心为姐姐感到开心的。本来你面试我帮不上忙，就够伤心了。庆祝都不带我的话，我就要更伤心了。
I love being guilt tripped, you guys. Nah, this isn't guilt tripping. She's just silly.
我不想离姐姐的生活那么远，让我和你一起去嘛，姐姐。
I don't want us to be so distant. Let me come along with you, 姐姐. Like, why did she say it like that? She didn't have to say it like that, in that tone. At least an emotional manipulator, I guess. I was planning on inviting her anyway, but since she's already here, I might as well pop the question now. And don't be sad, let's go together. I was planning on inviting you anyways. I just didn't text you because we live right next to each other. Hold on. I've been snacking this whole time.
晚了，现在光是一顿烤肉已经无法治愈我了。
You're so silly. Her sulky mood reminds me of the little girl from my past. A smile makes its way onto my face, feeling as though it's a return to the days where she skipped behind me, hollering, "Jie-jie," with innocent glee. I step forward and gently hold her barbecue wood piece together my broken heart, not gonna lie. Real as hell. I step forward and gently hold her hand resting against on my arm, just like I used to when we were younger. I softly chase my fingers on her palm, drawing a heart. She stares at me blankly, not understanding before her eyes widen in surprise, her palm curls as if protecting the hastily drawn heart, and then smiles. I should mention that I also invited my classmates. You don't know any of them, so maybe we can do something ourselves, let's do something ourselves some other day.
好诱人的条件呀！姐姐不会再引诱我拒绝今天的晚饭吧？
I didn't expect Nixie to think like that. I hurry to explain myself. When she suddenly lowers her head and nuzzles against my shoulders. She was just teasing me.
我就不能都要吗？
What?
就这么说定了，小孩子才做选择。这一次让我和姐姐的朋友们一起，下一次姐姐可要单独和我庆祝了。
I really don't know what to do with you. Fine, it's a deal.
这才对嘛，姐姐。那我就先回去准备一下啦。
Get ready for
和
what?
姐姐出门可不能这么潦草，当然要精心准备。出门前10分钟通知我哦。
She returns to her own apartment after saying that. I let out a helpless sigh and shut my door. When I turn around, I meet Belle's mischievous eyes. You... Before I can finish my sentence, Belle shuffles over, giggling. She grabs the milk tea Nick's had left hanging on my doorknob and expertly straps a straw in. She drinks. You're way too good at this, aren't you? It's all thanks to the generosity of Rumi's girlfriend. Don't call her that. Belle hums some random tune as she takes all 3 cups of milk tea back to her nest. I shout from behind her. You can have mine, but save a cup for Phoenix. She wants less sugar. I swear I hear Belle muttering, old woman, drinking 30% sugar, no taste, before her door shuts. Okay, I think I will save it there because I got a lot more sidetracked than I expected to. Also, sorry, chats. I'm still feeling a little sappy on this. Love and peace comedy, truly. Sunk cost fallacy never loses. Well, yes, but I would like to sleep normally. I mean, I know I don't have classes tomorrow, but you know, I would like rest. Having rest would be nice. I was sunk cost fallacy for me. I need you to do less sinking. Jesus Christ. Okay. But also do whatever. Yeah. I'm going to nap, then wake up, then work out, then draw. Good night, Argonash. Buff Rumi, wake up when I wake up. Sorry. Never apologize for Buff Rumi. Seeing Buff Rumi fan art is honestly my motivation to work out. Which I have to do tomorrow, so. Noted. Another thing, I had most of the same username too if you find me through Discord GTC server. But yes, I will be heading off for the night. I will, and then probably passing the fuck out as well. Oh my god, please go search for your spring classes. But yes, I hope you guys have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or night. And I hope everyone is doing all right. Doing good. Goodbye.